Ready to embrace a life of fulfillment and joy? The answer lies in a powerful secret hidden in plain sight. Flowers by Miley Cyrus is such a hit these days because it tapped into this powerful secret. The energy of the song communicates something that many of us are finally ready to realize. And it's all about self-love and being true to yourself, which is so important in a world where we constantly seek love externally and rarely find any satisfaction. By the end of this video, you'll learn the secret of how to know yourself and love yourself appropriately. But most importantly, you'll learn how to spend your alone time more productively and appreciate solitude. But first, let's briefly analyze the song. It starts with the minor guitar chord with a sad sound effect that makes it feel like we're listening to the song underwater. It conveys a feeling of drowning and dread. This feeling is exacerbated when Miley starts to sing the lyrics. She tricks us for the first 30 seconds to think it's just going to be another sad breakup song, another song about the artist reminiscing about a past relationship that was great until one day it just stopped being so. This is highlighted when Miley sings,
"Built a home and watched it burn."
These lyrics will resonate with many, especially those who've been in a committed relationship that started out as building a home but eventually turned into a fiery disaster that only you can observe from a safe distance, knowing that if you stay too close, you'll get burned. The emotional investment it takes to be in a serious relationship is a double-edged sword. This is expressed in the following lines of the song.
I didn't wanna leave you, I didn't wanna lie.
Being caught in a deteriorating relationship is a double bind where you're put between a tough decision. Do you lie to yourself about the relationship just because you're afraid to be alone? Or do you face the truth and bite the bullet that is the post-breakup depression and feeling lost? Being put in that situation is enough to make you cry nonstop for at least a couple of months. And that's where the lyrics go. Miley started to cry. But here's the catch. This was never meant to be a sad song about crying and feeling post-breakup depression and loss. That's when we're struck with Miley remembering that she can buy herself flowers. The vibe of the song took a U-turn in the chorus. This is such genius transition, both lyrically and musically, because it's so subtle, even having a sense of humor. It's similar to the feeling of a catharsis when you shift to a new paradigm after being struck with a positive realization. The song becomes about writing her name in the sand, talking to herself, taking herself dancing, painting her nails, and so on. It shifts into an upbeat, energetic tune about self-love and self-awareness. In this video clip of the song, we see no one else other than Miley Cyrus as she goes through her day from early morning until it's night. The video clip depicts the story of how she deals with her solitude by caring for herself and asserting positive affirmations. Perhaps the most remarkable thing in the video is how fit and healthy she looks, especially in those shots where she exercises. Though the gloomy, underwater guitar sounds return again in the second verse, it no longer suggests drowning in sadness. It becomes associated with the pool where Miley swims to cool off. This symbolizes the feeling of sadness, that though it's still there, it only serves as a bitter part of bittersweet things. And if love is anything, it's certainly bittersweet. This gives a whole new meaning to the symbolism behind lovers exchanging chocolate during Valentine's Day. But that's not the subject of this video. The point can be understood better with the law of attraction. To dig deeper beneath the surface level meaning of the song, we need to see it from another perspective. The law of attraction is a principle that states that our thoughts and beliefs influence the events and experiences we attract into our lives. According to this law, we attract positive or negative experiences based on the energy we emit through our thoughts, emotions, and actions. All things in the universe vibrate at a specific frequency, including our thoughts and emotions. When we direct our thoughts and emotions toward positive outcomes, we emit a corresponding positive vibration that draws in similar positive vibrations from the universe. This creates a positive feedback loop where the more positivity we emit, the more positive experiences we attract. In contrast, when we focus on negative thoughts and emotions, we emit a negative vibration that attracts similar negative vibrations from the universe. This bipolarity is highlighted by the song by contrasting the sad vibe and the upbeat vibe. Self-love and self-awareness play an essential role in attracting positive energy and experiences, which is essentially the core message of the law of attraction. Self-love is the degree of acceptance, respect, and care we have for ourselves. This is highlighted explicitly in Flowers when Miley sings about how she can love herself better than anyone could. When we love ourselves, we emit positive energy that attracts more positive experiences into our lives. This is because the law of attraction works on the principle that we attract what we put out. Self-awareness refers to the ability to recognize and understand our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. When we have a high degree of self-awareness, we develop a consciousness about consciousness. This meta-consciousness, also known as metacognition, allows us to identify negative thought patterns and replace them with positive ones. This, in turn, amplifies the positive energy you're constantly exchanging with the universe. Looking inward is essential for personal change and growth. Cultivating self-love and self-awareness requires a willingness to examine our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors and make changes where necessary. When we focus on ourselves and our personal growth, we become more attuned to our own needs and desires, which in turn helps us to attract positive experiences into our lives. For example, a person who lacks self-love and self-awareness may constantly engage in negative self-talk and believe that they are unworthy of love and success. As a result, they may attract negative experiences such as abusive relationships, career setbacks, and health issues. In contrast, a person who practices self-love and self-awareness may emit positive energy that attracts loving relationships, career success, and good health. To cultivate self-love and self-awareness, it's important to engage in practices that help us connect with ourselves. This is what the song is essentially about. For example, you can practice mindfulness, which simply involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. You can also engage in self-reflection by taking time to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. This will help you tremendously to identify the negative patterns that may be holding you back. Another important thing, which is the core message of the song, is practicing self-care, which is all about taking care of our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Miley is seen in the video exercising with her home gym equipment and doing yoga stretches. And finally, develop positive self-talk. If you notice negative self-talk, replace it with positive affirmations. Just like the song picks up from its sad verse, remember that you too can buy yourself flowers and give yourself the attention you need. It's only when we know how to properly treat ourselves that we also treat others properly. Self-love and self-awareness are important because they create a positive mindset and energy that manifests as positive experiences. When we lack self-love and self-awareness, such negative energy manifests as negative experiences, such as toxic relationships, failure, and feelings of inadequacy. This is why in the song Miley says,
No remorse, no regret.
She no longer feels the gravitational drag of low vibrations, such as guilt, shame, and vindictiveness in her life. Miley unlocked a new paradigm using the positive energy of self-love and self-awareness. And her energy is inspiring to the whole world to also shift their paradigm with the secret power of self-love and self-awareness. This is why art transcends every boundary and communicates universal messages better than any other form of expression. To wrap up, Flowers by Miley Cyrus is not just another sad breakup song. The song teaches us that self-love is one of the core messages of the law of attraction. Self-awareness is also crucial in developing a deep understanding of how we can change low vibrations into high vibrations. Flower's genius transition from a sad ballad to an uplifting dance song is a symbol of how we can easily shift to a new paradigm. By knowing the secret of embracing self-love and self-awareness, you can live a life of fulfillment and joy. By the way, if you want to share your positive vibes, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video.